Alright, part 2 of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Last time we started it up.
History. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay, so now we can choose traits. This was new in this game. This was not available in the last game. You do not have to pick any of them. But I say that we're going to take a couple. We might as well. Okay, we're going to take Hoarder because you gain 25 pounds to your carrying capacity but suffer a -1 to all attributes when you're carrying less than 160 pounds. Definitely want to take this, because weight tends to be a bit of a problem in this game. No, I don't like that. No. 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 Wait, what? That's actually not a bad... Nah, I'm not going to take that. I think I know what I want to take, actually. Wild Wasteland. This gives you some other cool things that you can see in the game.
Alright, I guess that about
Other, like, cool secrets and stuff.
Come with me, I'll see you out.
Oh, yeah, nice little view right there. Well, big view, technically. Hopefully we can try to get some frontal views. I'm going to do my best just not to wear armor at all in this game so we can just look at my sexy girl without basically naked as much of the game as possible.
Here, these... I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. Well, if you're... They call it a pip boy. I grew up in one of... Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. And put this... I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Thank you for patching me up.
I don't... You should talk to Sonny. I reckon some... Anyway...
Okay, hardcore mode. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play a new hardcore mode. You can turn it on and off at any time in the gameplay menu. And you receive a special award, but the only reward you get is a gold trophy. So, basically what it does is, stim packs heal over time, Radaway heals over time as well, ammunition has weight, which is probably the biggest problem, and you can die from not eating, drinking, or sleeping. It's really not hard, especially if you play through the game on the easiest difficulty, but we're not going to run that mode just because I don't really think it's a good idea for a Let's Play. And just so you guys know, I'm going to let you see my settings. No kill cam mode, no hardcore mode, normal difficulty. It will probably maintain normal difficulty throughout the game, because Fallout New Vegas is undoubtedly harder than Fallout 3. There's pretty much no doubt about it. Now hit... still can't use those buttons. Hit circle to bring up the Pip Boy. And these are our current items. I'm probably going to go ahead and trash some of this stuff because we really don't need most of this early on in the game. I don't really like most of it. Apparel is your clothing, but it doesn't have to be clothing. It can also be... you don't have to wear anything, by the way, but it can also be other stuff, like it can be armor and just standard clothing. As you can see it all through there. Various healing items, they all heal you. In this game, one of the major changes is that food and drinks heal you over time instead of instantaneously, which does make the game a bit tougher at times. Everything's a lot more expensive as well. We've only got 24 caps. That won't buy you crap in this game. Most of the stuff we're going to sell eventually, though, pretty quickly. Ammunition in this game, that's a cool, really new feature about this game, is that there are different types of ammunition. There's more types of ammunition, but also different types may have sort of different versions. Like there may be 308s, as you can see here, but there's also like 308 armor piercing. Or there might be hollow point rounds, or depending on the type of shell, it can be all sorts of different rounds. So that's one of the really cool new features about this game. So yeah, sexy sleepwear. I think we'll take this. So let's head outside, shall we? I wonder how many comments I'm recording the first like 3 or 4 videos in a session. I wonder how many comments I'm going to get about being a perv for picking a girl character. Whatever. Whoa, I just went onto Facebook and I have 3 things on this thing. On this, huh? Okay. Okay, I don't even want to know. That was so random. Old World Blues has been loaded. Level cap been raised by 5. Pit Boys picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Honest Hearts has been loaded, raised by 5. The Reunion, West of Prim, Courier 6, Ulysses. That is Lonesome Road, increased by 5. And Dead Money will take an extra 10 minutes to load like it does every freaking time I start a new file. There it is. Oh, Gunrunner's Arsenal. Yes, I also have that. Gunrunner's Arsenal gives you access to a lot of new weapons and stuff that the Gunrunners sell. We'll get more into that later, but I'd say it's pretty well worth the $4 because there are a lot of freaking weapons they give you access to. I am not even kidding. Like, they give you so much. So there it is, Dead Money. But once again, we can't do Dead Money. But it is worth it for the 5 extra levels, so it does give me a little bit more. Miscellaneous, don't worry about that. So we have many different quests we can start up, but we won't be doing this one or that one until later in the game. So for now, we're just starting out the game, pulled out my 9mm pistol, which for whatever reason was not in Fallout 3. I don't know why there was no 9mm in Fallout 3. That always struck me as being kind of weird, because it's one of the most common weapons calibers, if not in the country, if the world, possibly.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite him.
Alright, Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Alright, let's roll. So yeah, normally you'd be hearing like music from the radio or something, and in this game the like flashing out of first and third person is kind of glitchy. Okay, so we're gonna follow Sunny outside. She looks almost exactly like Moira Brown, just with a slightly different face and hair color. But once again, I told you guys before, a lot of the character models are reused. Not just from Fallout 3, but also just within this own game. Like, all the NCR troopers look almost exactly the same when you really get down to it. All the Brotherhood of Steel people look the same, but then again, they all wear the same armor, so naturally they should look the same. Okay. Whoa! Glitchy colors. Glitchy colors. Very glitchy colors is more like it. I usually only see this happen in COD. It usually doesn't happen in this game. Of course my game decides to, like, freak out on me as soon as...
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take...
Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and switch over to... Oh, she already equipped it for us. Stop acting like you're gonna frickin' freeze on me in the second frickin' video, please.
this and try to hit a couple of them.
That's a problem. New Vegas likes to freeze a lot, just like Fallout 3. Okay, one of the major features is by hitting L1, you have true iron sights in this game. That is a huge advantage.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Makes so many of the weapons just so much easier to use, especially the rifles that don't have scopes. Like, scoped weapons you could aim down in Fallout 3, and I'm honestly thinking of deleting all the DLCs and seeing if that was the problem.
It'll help your aim.
Alright, Dear God, this is not a good sign. Alright, hit L3 to crouch down. Stealth can be helpful in this game. Stealth, sneak attacks at least.
Well, that's a start. But tell you what, I gotta go chase Gek.
Alright, if you want to end the tutorial, go ahead, but there's absolutely no point of ending the tutorial because there's actually a lot of stuff you can get out of the tutorial. Even if you don't want to do it, you can at least earn some equipment and stuff, so I'd say it's well worth it. Hold square to reload your weapon or to put it away or to take it out. Pretty simple there. Since everything's going to stay glitchily purple, I am honestly thinking of deleting all the DLCs and just reinstalling Old World Blues and maybe Honest Hearts. I'd say there's a possibility I may end up doing that. Just because I'm sick of it, like, glitching up and the fact that I'm getting screwed out of the platinum by one trophy, even though I used to be able to enter the Sarsaparilla headquarters. So remember, you guys have got the first 5 videos to vote on the faction you would like me to play as. And I need to know within a few parts just so that I can start planning out the rest of the game. Is this entire game is influenced by the faction you choose, including all the side missions that you can do. So that is really why I need to know as soon as I possibly can.
Hear that up on the ridge behind? Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Let's see if...
Yes, if you sneak, you have a better chance of getting a critical hit. In fact, if you get a sneak attack successfully a hit, it is counted as an automatic critical.
Okay.
Oh crap, I think I screwed it up. VATS in this game, it's going to take a while to load the first time because this is the first time we've used VATS, so that's actually not the game glitching out on us this time. Or maybe it is the game freezing. That's just freaking great. Okay, good. As it says, R1 to attack your target, L to change body parts, R to change targets, circle to cancel an attack, and X to accept your actions. Action points are in the lower right. You have a limited amount that you can use. As I just said, you have a limited amount you can use. You hit R2 to go ahead and enter bats. So really, with this weapon, we can only fire twice. Yes, direct hit. That's a critical hit, and it was an instant kill. Quite often, critical hits can be instant kills on weaker enemies. You can scavenge bodies by doing what I did there. I am over encumbered. Great. Let's see what I can drop that I do not. Let's run some throwing spears. I mean, heck, why not? I don't know why they give you these. They just drop your health. I don't even know what the point of those are. I'm just dropping them. I don't want them. Hey, Sonny, where did you go? Are you blending into the glitchy plants?
See?
Why'd she make me do all the work?
There's 2 more wells that still...
Sure, let's do it.
Shouldn't take
Plus,
more than-
she gives us 60 freaking bullets, and she'll pay us for it. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to do this. But first, I believe there is a shovel up here. It might not be at this one. It might be at the other well. The shovel is nice to have because it allows you to dig into, like, grave sites and stuff. I know it's wrong, but it's also a pretty good melee weapon because it comes fully repaired almost. Oh. You can throw weapons, but you can't actually, like, aim it for long. You have to, as soon as you hold down R1, you can't, like, cancel it or anything. Oh, we killed him. For whatever stupid reason, though, you can't actually pick them back up once you've thrown them. That was something I never quite understood. Whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. Oh, yes, down here. You were actually going to want to help this woman out because... let's go ahead and switch to something we can actually help out with. Sturdy Caravan Shotgun.
There's too many!
Go ahead and help this woman out and talk to her.
Holy moly. I came up here to draw water, but here...
She will, not just will we become accepted by the faction, but we'll get 3 waters. So you've established a reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, bleh. So whenever you benefit a group, you gain fame. If you harm a group, you're given infamy. Your reputation with any group is a measure of your combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. The benefits and drawbacks depend on the group itself and your actual reputation. Merchants might treat you better, or you might get attacked, or they might just talk differently to you, as it says. We are now accepted in Good Springs. I would say that that is a good thing, because I like Good Springs. They are a good people. And I'm just going to drop some of this crap that we really don't need for now. Alright, Sonny.
Now that was some good work. Here's a little...
Thank you very much.
Thought I might teach you about...
Sure, let's do it. Why not? Now, I know that you'll get the tutorial for this later on, but we are going to fast travel back up to Good Springs, even though it's not that far away. We should fast travel, and yeah. Load? Maybe? If you freeze, I'm gonna be really pissed off? Huh? Huh? Okay, I am very sorry that I did that voice. I'm probably going to be regretting that. Mr. Merchant. You know what? I'll just save it for next video. So guys, I think that that's a good stopping point. Next time we will finish up everything in Good Springs and hopefully truly make our way out into the wasteland. So, I'll see you guys then.